Hey, and welcome to this video. My name is Nina, and today we are about to witness the fusion of my two loves that are natural things and the trash. So without further ado, let us hop over to the area that we will be working in today. So we have this, I don't even know what to call it. It's kind of in between cliffs, it's in between builds, it's very much a transition area that I did not know what to fill it with. So let's just hop right into it and I will explain what we're doing while we're actually doing it. For this build, I kind of started off with what I usually do. So I did some terraforming, and initially I thought maybe we could do a sunken little landfill, but it kind of didn't feel right because the cliff was just cutting off very awkwardly from what we already built for the museum. Because initially I thought it would be nice to have like a sunken area that is kind of on the same level as the factory. But that just didn't work with the space that we had. It was just awkward. So I decided to raise everything up. So you will now see me kind of carve out an outline that we will later be filling in off camera, because you don't need to see that. That's very boring. But we basically filled all of this up, and I kind of tried to make the sides of the cliff a little bit less straight than just like a straight line all the way, but it was so awkward with like all the trees that I had already placed, so I will just keep tweaking it as we go. And then magically everything is filled up. We filled up the entire cliff, and now we are going to be adding something to the cliff that's right next to the museum, because this cliff edge was not looking very nice. I just had this kind of single tile thing, and it just looked very awkward, and we're later going to be using that to kind of frame the build. And then my whole digging up holes to plan out where the trees are gonna go deal is going to start. And I noticed that it just felt very weird, and I kind of wanted to really kind of expand the cliff that we had before, because a one tile cliff is really just not it. I thought I could maybe cover it with simple panels, but then I thought it would maybe be nicer to just look at very, very overgrown and just plant a bunch of trees on top of it as well. So that is what I did. I also cannot speak today again, but what's new? What's new? Yeah. And I just want to say, I don't have any trees left at this point, no bushes, so we will have another little time traveling section and time jump in this build at one point, because I will be planting all of the trees, and we will be using all tree types as per usual for this island, and I will also be using some flower seeds and bush seeds, and then we will just have the time jump and everything will be beautifully overgrown. Things that happen in 3 seconds, obviously. And while I was babbling on about that, we actually did this little river because I thought it would be nice to break up this kind of awkwardly long strip of land that we have on this cliff, but I also really just didn't want to only fill this cliff with nature and make it like an inaccessible transition area. So we're gonna do the landfill lookout thingamajig that we ended up doing in the end. I honestly, for this build, I keep saying it for every build, but I just did what felt right. I did not plan anything, because if I were to plan something, it would not turn out the way that I planned it, because my brain just doesn't work like that. I need to improvise every time I do it. I do anything, basically. So that is what we did. So now you can see me just kind of picking the spots and like mix it up, like which tree types I use for what spot, and also kind of try to alternate the spacing so that it doesn't look like all the trees just grew in one line and it doesn't feel artificial, like people just planted it. It's supposed to feel like really overgrown. And there we had our first little time jump. So now the trees are all in their first growth stages, and I'm just stunting those that I want to stay in that growth stage. Why was that such a difficult sentence for me to speak out loud? Oh my goodness. Okay, my English is leaving me again, so let's hurry up. Then I will just now go through all of the days, all of the growth stages day by day, and keep stunting just singular trees to mix up the growth stages, mix up the tree types, and just make it feel really, really natural. And I also added in some of the flower sprouts that I had and some of the shrubbery seeds. That's definitely not the word, but I can't think of the, it's probably just a seedling for the shrubs. Yeah. So there will be another time skip in just a few seconds. But another thing that I wanted to address is we have talked about the Q&A for the 1K thing, and I just wanted to say there we had the time skip, sorry. But I just wanted to say that I did not forget about it. I do not ignore your questions. I actually filmed it, but my laptop is not able to handle the footage because I tried to make it like really nice and like used my phone to record to get like really nice quality. That did not work out because, yes, I have a very nice quality video now, but I can't make it into a video because my laptop is basically dying as soon as I try to import one clip to the software. So I think we will need to postpone that and just do that whenever we hit like another milestone, or maybe just do it on stream or sometime for another video, because I remembered too late to turn this one into a Q&A. I also don't really want to do that with a speed build, you know, because I kind of want to talk a little bit more about what I'm doing, even though I can't do that. Okay, I will go back to the build now. I'm sorry. Because I actually started decorating now. So down here, I kind of started laying down some of my random kind of custom design things that you just saw a second ago. So I just used my normal newspaper design, my top design, and the cardboard design. And when I say I don't mean that I made those, I just mean the ones that I chose to use for this island. Obviously I'm not that talented, and I basically just threw a bunch of trash together. So what can I really say about it? I really loved using all the trash bags here, all the tire toys. I used so many of those because sometimes you just need to decorate with trash to, I don't know even what for, but I think it's just really nice because it just enables you to use so many different items that you would never think to use. And maybe then you will, find some items that you really like and that you maybe will start using for other builds as well. So I really enjoyed doing this and just like kind of losing my pattern of decorating, because I feel like everyone has like their favorite items that they kind of gravitate towards when they don't know what to do. And for this one, I just grabbed a bunch of stuff. So I used like a bunch of like electronics. Can you say that? Like old devices, or like things like the oven. I used like a bunch of barrels, trash items, cardboard boxes, random chairs, tires, so many things. And like also like I think later I will be using like a dish drying rack that I have been wanting to use since I started this island, because it's just such a random item and I really like it for some reason, but it never fit my theme or anything. So I'm glad that I finally got to use it. And then honestly, I will just go in, try out a bunch of different items. And the only thing that I really care about is that the kind of height variation of the groups that I'm trying to group together is kind of pleasant on the eyes, even though the items don't really go well together, and to kind of also balance the color that I'm using throughout the build. So the blue, the brown, the green, everything, to kind of use them in like space them out so that it feels random but also put together and it feels balanced basically. And I also really like using this kind of scattered paper design code and place items on top of it, because it can kind of feel like another item that you added, which is really nice. When you group these items, you just add another pop of white somewhere if you want to balance it, because I don't like using white or like brighter items on this island, because they just feel so like polished and clean, and that's not what an abandoned island is supposed to look and feel like, Yeah, again, it was just a bunch of me tweaking this thing, shifting items, turning them around, and I really liked it. And also, I just wanted to say, I've said that in my last video at the end, but I also wanted to mention that I am so beyond excited for stream. like 4-hour, 6-hour live stream with the Among Us community games and stuff. And oh my god, I just can't wait. Whenever I think about it, because I have been organizing a bunch of stuff the past couple of days, and whenever I get to do that, I just get so excited, and it makes me so happy. I'm so excited to spend like so much more time with you and like actually like play games with you, because usually I'm playing and you're just playing along if you do that, and we just chat. But now we actually get to, you know, play together, or at least a couple of us, and I don't know, I'm so excited for that. And yeah, just wanted to throw that out there again. But now I'm kind of done with this like main cliff part that you're going to stand on top of when you overlook the actual landfill. So in just a few seconds we're gonna go, I don't even know if we're gonna go like down into the actual landfill junkyard, whatever you would like to call it. I don't even know if you can call this a landfill, but I'm just gonna stick to the name because it just sounds very nice, you know? Yeah, landfill definitely sounds nice. Or if we're gonna go and kind of decorate behind this, because I wanted it to feel like there was like so much more like jungly and like forested area behind us. Okay, we're gonna actually decorate the front part of this cliff. I'm just not gonna talk about the build maybe, because I just imported all the footage and I built it, but I just can't remember what I did, so that's really nice. You know, we're getting to experience this all at once. But then we had to fight the weeds again, and we finally got the grass one. My god.
Nice shot!
I just wish it was a lot easier to plant them. And there we had another time skip because I just needed to order a bunch more stuff, so that happened. And yeah, now we're gonna go back behind the cliff. Sorry, this is so all over the place, but guess that's what you signed up for when you click on my channel, you know. All over the placeness is where I made my home, you know. This is what you get. This is what you get. Yeah, anyways. I just played around with like so many items, and yeah, I just really like it. I also recently have been really loving to use this like campfire, but turn it off, because yeah, well, a still burning campfire would not make much sense on an abandoned island. And I kind of really like how that looks, because the height is like so nice, and it's just like a very nice item to just add to another group of items if you want to have like a smaller item in front of them, but not use like, I don't know, one of those tiny little cutesy dainty items for like, for example, like a coffee cup or something like that. So I am just really happy how this turns out in the end, and I will just keep going around, you know, adding some more plants and sprucing up the area with denseness and just, you know, some nice plants, which, my god, I can't wait for the update for that, because all the plant items that we saw during the update, I just can't stop thinking about them. I have been dreaming about them ever since, and yeah, they will be very nice. Also, another thing that I want to talk about is I have been talking to couple of friends recently, and I have been kind of debating whether to, you know, finish this island before the update comes out or afterwards. And I think, because initially I was gonna wait and just add like a bunch more of the newer items, because it would be like so helpful for this island. But then again, I kind of don't want to wait 3 more weeks when this island is like basically done. I think I have like 2 more spots left, and that's it. Then we only have the beaches, and I don't want to do much on the beaches except for like throw a bunch of trash on there and just use weeds. That's it. So I think I'm actually going to be finishing this island before and upload the tour and DA release before the update comes out, so that then we can not restart, but we will move this island to my second switch and start another island up and be ready for the update by the time it comes out. And then we can do the live stream where we, you know, explore the update together. Plus, like, this island would be done anyways when the update comes out, and I would just go in and kind of like exchange stuff for newer items. So I feel like I probably wouldn't even film that anyways and just show you in the end what I did, because it would probably be very goddamn boring for you to watch me go through my island, pick up fence pieces and replace them. So I think we will just do a kind of before and after with this island. I guess that's what we're gonna do. And that honestly just made me so much more excited now, because I was obviously very excited when the update came out, but it also kind of made me not sad, but like frustrated me a little bit because I knew that I wouldn't be able to play the game properly, and that just made me very sad. So yeah, I'm just really happy that I made that decision now, and I just can't stop smiling about the new theme and the new island, and I'm so excited to finally be sharing it. I think it might be like next week or the week after, so my heart is happy, and I'm glad to finally have come to a decision, because decision making is my worst enemy. I can't do that for the life of me. So that's that. And now we're already nearing the end of this build. I basically just then sprinkled in some more simple panels to cover up this cliff edge, and kind of covered the rest of the build with like more plants and custom designs and stuff like that. Just sprinkled in some more last tiny little finishing touches, and then that was finally it for this build. This is one of the last builds that is going to be on the beach, not on the beach, on the beach. So yeah, I'm just really excited to finally be finishing this island and be sharing it with you very, very soon. So again, I'm going to see you for the longer 6-hour stream on Thursday. Yes, at 5 p.m. CEST. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would very, very much appreciate it if you like and maybe subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you here. I'm going to leave you now with a montage of the finished product, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. Until next time, and bye.